happy. Well, today's a little different. I got to tell everyone out there because not only are we streaming live on Facebook, we're also streaming live on YouTube. So if you prefer Facebook over YouTube or YouTube over Facebook, you can catch us in both places now. So we're really excited. It totally, I hope this works. Hopefully, maybe. It would be nice.
Speaking of it working, I don't know how many of you guys were with us last week or Monday. We were doing It's a Beautiful Monday and we had all this good stuff. And all of a sudden it just cut us off. and suddenly it said, "We hope you enjoyed this broadcast." And we were like, but we're not done.
Yeah, it was like halfway through the video and it just completely shut us off. So we have no idea what happened. But I'm thankful because I think we got everyone back, which is really cool. So thank you for everyone who did come back and join us after we got completely shut off last week. But now we're back for Wine About It.
And it makes me wonder, were we being censored? Did we say something like suspicious about color or skincare? I have the funniest story. My grandson, whom you know, Miles, and my other grandson, Wyatt, I had a film of them sitting in the back of a car, and Bruno Mars was playing finesse. And one of my grandsons, Miles, the oldest one, he was dancing up a storm and he had all these moves. And then when his brother reached for his water bottle, he was like, and just dancing. Cutest video ever. Yesterday, I got a notification from Warner Brothers saying that they now own my video because it had Bruno Mars doing finesse and it was copyrighted material. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
They tend to do that. I don't know why, though.
We should say hey.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, I see a ton of you guys watching. Comment down below and just say hi so we can get started and jump right into this video. But just a quick shout out, Joanne. Thank you for always joining us. It's so happy. We're so happy to have you.
You're so happy to see us, too.
Let's see. And Linda Webster, thank
always
you for joining us today. Yes. Marguerite, hello from NY. Ooh, okay. New York. And we have Trisha.
It's always with us. Love her.
Well, good afternoon to you too. And for some of you, we should say good
afternoon. There's Kim.
Yeah, so we're really excited to have everyone on here today. And today, of course, we're talking about the best hair colors or the best colors to wear with gray.
Power colors. For gray-haired women. Now, I like to call us sexy silvers for all of you guys out there.
We were talking about what to name the title of this video, and she goes, we already had decided on power colors because this whole thing is about power colors if you're going gray or just so you're not in the wrong shade. And she goes, power colors for sexy silvers. And I was like, I'm not sure we're allowed to say that.
No. We're not going to do that. So I had to say it myself because I thought it sounded awesome. And, for you guys who don't have silver hair, it's a crazy trend. So I know that, people with silver hair who might like to know this information. There's a name for this. Oh, and you color analysts out there, this is going to be critical for you. Do you know the name? They have names for this. It's called Grombre. And I guess because so many people over the time when they were in quarantine or social distancing didn't go to salons and their silver grew out, a trend was born. And there's also a hashtag for us. Do you want to know what it is?
What is it?
Hashtag granny hair.
I thought you were about to say sexy silver.
No, but when I saw that granny hair was the hashtag, I was thinking maybe we should start our own hashtag for sexy silvers. In any case.
Gray hair is hot right now. I've seen Ariana Grande with gray hair. The Kardashians. It's really trendy right now. So
absolutely.
All of you natural grays out there.
Yes, natural. Those of us who are natural grays. I had to have the show because I love my silver hair. And, I had Sarah's color hair. When I was a little girl, I was a blonde. I've had it all. And my favorite is my silver. And I think it's because there's so much dimension in silver hair. It goes because you know how you become a silver hair, a sexy silver. You know how you do that? Your each follicle decides it's run out of melanin, literally. And so you start becoming more and more silver, hair by hair by hair by hair. And so when you get to this level, you got a lot going on, from light to dark to all over.
So we hope you guys are excited about talking about going gray in case.
And I did a little research for those of you who are newly, you're coming in gray and you're thinking about going silver. Um, there are multiple ways that you don't have to live with roots. Although the whole Grombre thing is that hashtag is showing a lot of women, celebrating their roots coming in gray. But you can use a semi-permanent hair color. You can switch to semi-permanent so that as you grow in, that hair color will be not permanent, and eventually your gray will meet up with the ends of your hair. Also, I saw some stuff some stylists are doing where they weave a new color in to match the gray roots. Stunning. So there are lots of options if you're considering it, or you just want to like hop on the trend for a while. Yeah, it's not forever, or maybe it is. Maybe you love it that much.
Yeah. And I have to say, we're definitely making going gray getting easy. Going easy? Getting easy? We're making it for you to go gray. Okay. Yeah, needed to restart that whole sentence, but we're making it easy for you to go gray because we've picked 3 shades that we know anyone with gray hair can wear. These are very universal shades, so you don't have to worry. And since we are on a new platform today, I want to just mention what we do, which is color analysis. So we look at everyone's hair color, we look at skin tone, we look at eyes, we take into consideration all those different features about yourself, and we figure out what colors best harmonize with your hair, with your eye color, with your skin tone, and just kind of get a snapshot and make sure that we are finding the best colors that not only harmonize with you, but also make you look younger, make your teeth look wider,
make you look slimmer.
Mm-hmm.
We had a great example of that when we were looking at Emmy dresses, the Emmy Award dresses. Mm-hmm. And it changed the color, and the waistline just tucks in.
Mm-hmm. It's great. So all of you new people out there, just go ahead, check out our channels, check out the videos. You can see us doing live color analysis we actually have a segment now where we do it on viewers like you. So we have that available. We also did the Emmys. We color analyzed celebrities at the Emmys. And we have a ton of different videos out there on how we do color analysis, how we look at it, how we visualize it, and to get you into what we call the seasons. So we determine your season and we take a look at your hair color. And for instance, my hair color, I have a very deep auburn red. And it puts me into a season, which is autumn, because I kind of have an autumny hair color, I guess. Mm-hmm. But in a way, so just take a look. And if you're looking for a color quiz, we have a color quiz on coloringbeautiful.com that allows you to put in your hair color, put in your details, and it will send you to your season as well to get you in the perfect shades for yourself. So that's just a little background.
One of the great things about the quiz is once you determine your season, we have color fans that will show you. You can look at them online that will show you all your best colors, and it's a lifestyle. And we have people on here right now who are color analysts, mm-hmm. who are watching our videos, and they will tell you it is a lifestyle. Once you're in it, you'll never leave it. In that respect, it's a little bit like a cult.
Mm-hmm. And once you learn what colors look best on you, it's magical. You always know how amazing you're going to look, and you feel amazing all the time. And
let's not exaggerate. We may not feel amazing all the time, but we will look amazing in our right colors.
Trust me. If you are coming from somebody who doesn't know their colors, to learning about what colors make you look best, you will feel amazing. I promise you that. It feels good to be in the right colors.
Confidence.
It's a complete confidence makeover at the end of the day when you get the right.
I love that phrase, a confidence makeover. That's really good, Sarah. It is.
Thank you.
It absolutely is.
Just made it up on the spot, you know?
I know. And it's almost as good as sexy silvers.
I already saw a couple of hashtag sexy silvers in the comments. They're really loving it. Okay, so now
we're going to make this happen. We're going to make it happen, y'all.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the 3 colors for anyone with gray hair can wear, and it will look amazing on you. So,
and we recognize there are a lot of different colors of gray hair. Mm-hmm. And they're actually, it passes through a couple seasons. But what we picked are the power colors that if your hair has gone gray, from salt and pepper to what I have, which is a grayish thing going on, to white, you will look amazing.
Yep. All right. So first color, I think I want to do denim because I'm wearing denim. So our first color that will make you look awesome if you have gray hair is denim. Today.
Now, it's the color of blue jeans. A long time ago, they used to call it indigo. It might have been denim is a little bit more faded than what we know as indigo, but it's one of those colors that just sits next to your skin, sits next to your hair, and just makes you look amazing. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be in the fabric denim. You know, a sweater in this color would look beautiful. Work shirts is like Sarah's wearing. We called them work shirts back in my day. What do we call them now, Sarah?
It's like chambray. Chambray, is that it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so cute little button up like this. This one actually has polka dots on it. I don't know if you can see it. I believe it's J. Crew, if anyone. We always get comments about what we're wearing and like where we get it from. But this one is J. Crew. It's just a button up in a denim color, and it has cute little polka dots on it. So
all of you sexy silvers out there, you pop on that chambray shirt, tuck the front into your jeans, and you'd be rocking it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now that we've gotten our
denim.
Yes. Denim. Mm-hmm. Huge. And it's trendy too. A lot of people were shying away from denim on denim, which at first I wasn't a huge fan of, but now denim on denim is really cute. I've seen so many, even corsets. I've seen corsets made out of denim. I've seen little tie-up tops made out of denim. It's so trendy right now.
Absolutely.
All right, next color. Now, I will tell you, I tried to wear this color before I put on this shirt, and I'm saying
we both did. We both had it on.
Yeah, 5 minutes before we hopped on, we were both wearing this color, which happens to be watermelon. On screen, it was driving us crazy. I was like, I can't do this. It's burning my retinas. So
and don't be afraid. We're telling you this because it was a kind of a nuance of this platform that we are on with our videos, but you can wear watermelon. If you are a sexy silver, hashtag sexy silver, you can wear watermelon and look amazing. You and you will not believe the compliments you receive.
And at first, let me tell you, there was a lot of debate about this color being more of a universal shade for grays out there. It definitely became kind of a little topic of debate.
Tiny controversy.
But why do you think it works so well for everyone?
It works brilliantly because it's not orange, but it's not pink. It falls in this nether region of a color that is not fully one thing or the other. And we know from experience that if something falls on the color wheel that way, it's a little bit better,
Hmm.
for all seasons.
Hmm.
It becomes a universal shade.
And now, speaking of universal shades, once again, this next color falls into that nether region as
Yeah,
well.
the nether region of color.
Yeah. Which happens to be emerald turquoise. Now everyone can wear, yes, that in between, that blue, that green, that
Yeah.
just
Yeah. It's not blue. It's not green. It's in between.
the nether regions once again.
The nether regions. Um, and and I challenge each of you to find something in this color if you have silver hair. You know what? The bottom line is most seasons can wear watermelon,
Mhm.
regardless of what color your hair is. Most seasons can wear emerald turquoise. With turquoise, it's funny because if you are a devotee of the seasons and you know what's going on with the seasons, different turquoises are so nuanced that you can recognize which nuance of turquoise is for you. For example, if you're a winter black hair, Chinese blue, which is like a light bluish turquoise, beautiful, along with emerald turquoise. If you're a spring, your turquoise goes a little more toward green and might even pick up a little yellow. Think about turquoise jewelry. Um, so there are all sorts of turquoise shades, and they're all nuanced. But one shade that you can always rely on is the emerald turquoise.
So I want to make sure everyone out there, I'm going to recap those three shades again so you have them. First one is denim.
Do you want to put them up at the same time?
Yeah, I think I can. Let's see. Sorry about this. I don't know if I can. I can only do two at once. So,
Oh, that's okay.
no, I can't. But what we do have, we have watermelon and the emerald turquoise on here. And then let's grab that denim as well. So, those are the three colors: denim, watermelon, emerald turquoise. All right.
Make a note.
Yep. For
Sexy silver.
all of you sexy silvers out there, those are those three colors that you know. And especially if you're somebody, because this was another point of topic that we wanted to, just kind of gauge out there. And if you're starting to grow your gray out, your roots are coming out. These colors make it easy for you right here. So
Yeah, works. Grombre. It
yeah.
works. The grombre works.
Mm-hmm. So, maybe the bottom of your hair doesn't match the roots and you're growing your gray out and you just decide you're going to go for it because it's quarantine and why not? These colors are perfect for you. You can always just run to your closet, grab them, and you're going to look fantastic in them.
And actually think before and after. So let's say that you've decided you're going to go natural and you're in the process, and maybe you're not feeling that great about your hair at the moment, or you do something with it, but you want to buy some new clothes. If you buy these clothes in this color, the before works and the after works.
Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing a lot of comments coming through. I know. Oh, Linda's talking about how she loves the watermelon. It's such a great shade, I have to
Yeah.
say. She's asking, what about dark denim? And there's my cat, if anyone.
That's Rose.
Yeah. She's having a moment, clearly.
Hey.
All right. So Linda Webster's asking about dark denim. How about dark denim?
Dark denim is lovely. And the thing is, it's closer to navy. What happens is if you get into that dark denim family, you're moving into the navy family, and your result is more like wearing a navy. Now, many of you have navy in your palette, but some of you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So this color, this universal color for the sexy silvers, it's a little lighter. It's what you're seeing. And then if navy's in your palette, then of course you can rock the deep denim, even black denim.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I think deep denim, I automatically think of deep seasons, which are going to be winters and autumns. So if you're wearing a deep denim, and here's another thing that I want to make clear. Do not worry about the pants color. You can wear dark denim if you're a spring or summer. Don't worry about it. What we really focus on is what is the light that's reflecting off your top and onto your face. So, granted, when you're in your season, your colors coordinate. So when you're in autumn like me, we have a lot of browns, khakis, rust, and they all coordinate together. So when I do throw in something that's a pant color that's not in my season, I really can't find anything to wear. But dark denim, for example, you can wear dark denim and just and wear a shirt that's in your season. It looks awesome.
Or a scarf.
Or a scarf. Exactly.
Scarves are huge this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So now
this is my favorite part.
Let's take a look at different grays.
So there are an infinite number. I mean that literally, an infinite number of gray hair. And one of your power colors is the color of your hair. Maybe you've never thought about it. Maybe you've thought, well, gray is gray is gray is gray. Or maybe you divide it into light gray or dark gray. But there are blue grays and warm grays and charcoals and lilac grays. And what we endeavor to show you here is if your hair falls along the spectrum, it's important to know what color gray you are rocking. It's on your head, because then that color becomes one of your great power colors.
Mm-hmm. And another tip that I have is finding accessories in your hair color, because like my purse collection, I know that I don't really want to switch up purses every single day to match what I'm wearing. So I have this one bag that I always toss on that's the same color as my hair, and it always looks great because I know it's going to go with my outfit, because it's not like I can shave my head every other day. So grab your accessories in the color of your hair, and then you always have a put together look. So
and never before have so many beautiful kid leathers come in so many shades of gray. I've seen some bags that I would just kill for in some, like that bottom shade that's up there, the lightest of the grays, maybe a little on the one side, which happens to be my color, the color that I consider my power color. It's just a nuanced, very pale gray. I've seen some beautiful accessories in that color. And also I want to find some frames that match that, but I've yet to find the right one.
Oh, and if you want to talk about glasses, we have an entire video that we did on finding the right frames for you. So if you are somebody who wears glasses and you want a little bit more on finding the right metals versus plastic frames, finding the right colors of your frames, we have a whole video on that as well. But the last thing that we want to mention.
Well, before you pop that up, the last slide, should we go through and just examine these hair colors and talk a little bit about seasonality for them?
Sure.
The reason I kind of wanted to go here is because Sarah and I had an in-depth conversation yesterday about warmer silvers versus cooler silvers, lighter silvers versus deeper silvers. Now, that's kind of the way we determine our seasons. There is a warm silver. If you were a blonde or even redhead, and when we talked about you go gray one hair at a time, then there's a spectrum that you live on, which is a little bit of gray in auburn hair along the spectrum to a lot of gray. Well, I do want to ask you guys, because I'm getting an echo. Are you guys hearing me okay? Just post up a quick little note whether you're hearing me or there's an echo. But anyway, as shown here, that top gray, it's light, it's cool, there's no gold about it. That would be a summer gray. The next gray, I would still say is a winter gray, because you're not quite light enough to be considered Well, winter grays just stay winter grays forever. I mean, for all purposes, because then you go white and your winter gray. Um, then the next one is a really blue gray, and the blue gray, you can be a winter or you can be a summer, kind of depending on what spectrum you fall. But I lean with my clients toward summer, and putting them in summer colors because that seems to be the right thing. You don't quite need anything that's really bold. The jewel tones, no, the softer colors are a little bit better. The next gray, this is charcoal. It's when someone with black hair starts to become gray, and probably close to what Linda is rocking. And again, this is a winter shade, so you can go bold. You can get with your reds, your hot pinks, um, really jewel tone colors. Uh, and then the last gray is a summer gray, my gray. And I like to make sure that there's just, and I'm not talking about picking a warm color, but I'm talking about a hint of warmth compared to a really cool color. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's a bit softer. And, that
exactly.
goes back to our whole gray-ish topic. And you kind
Mhm.
of know if you're a summer, if you're just ishy. You're not, people wouldn't say you have gray hair. It's grayish. It's ish. That's how we designate
Yeah, or
colors out there.
if you ask, what color is that gray hair? Is it, they say she has gray hair. Well, is it, it's grayish. It's like got some light in it. It's got some darker in it. It's kind of a blend. It's like grayish. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. And while we're talking about all the different seasons, I want to mention what each season means because I see some new people on here and I want to make sure each of you understand that we have 4 different seasons. The first season is going to be summer, which is what you are. So it's light and cool. So you are light and you have cool hair.
Here's from a summer.
And then the next season is going to be a cool season, which is winter, but they're going to be deep. So you have a light versus a deep, and both of those seasons are cool. So people with black hair and hair with no red or gold highlights that is darker is going to be a winter. And
Think
then
Elizabeth Taylor. Everybody knows what the young Elizabeth, well, what any age Elizabeth Taylor looked like. That's what we're talking about.
mhm.
Deep, bold, lots of contrast. Yeah.
Or I have to put in this nuance, bright white hair. So a ton of
Pure white.
contrast there. Like you were saying earlier, if you went from black hair to pure white hair, that's a lot of contrast still. So winters, you have a ton of contrast. And then autumns like me, we have deep with hair with red or gold highlights in it. So if you're somebody out there who has brown hair with a ton of highlights, it's golden or red,
Honey brown, deep honey brown is a favorite for autumns.
that's going to be in autumn. And then springs are going to be the bright, they're like honey blondes and they're lighter golden, or I should say strawberry blondes is another spring.
Nicole Kidman.
Mhm.
Nicole Kidman is a good example if you think about her color hair, plus, all the famous Hollywood blondes.
I forgot to mention my favorite autumn out there is Beyonce. We always talk about Beyonce.
Girl.
Hashtag Team Autumn on that one. You were throwing out celebrities, so I had to throw
I
out.
know. I mean, I think there is no better way to understand the seasons than to think about people who are in those seasons. And if you're, well, I take that back. The color quiz is the best way to determine a season. But as we're explaining it here, it's kind of good to know. If you look more like uh, uh, Marsha Cross than Nicole Kidman, then you're probably in autumn. If you look more like uh, somebody like Helen Mirren than you do somebody who's a famous person with black hair that's still kind of Ariana Grande.
Anne Hathaway is somebody we always mention.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look more like a Helen Mirren or a Anne Hathaway, that's a different season. You have a whole different palette that you look good in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's just kind of basics. That's the basic level of color analysis. There's so much more into it, but just for everyone new out there, that is the basics of how we determine what season you are in to get you into the right colors for you. Now,
And then once you know your season, you can get a color wheel, you can get a digital color palette that literally gives you chips, 48 chips of your best colors. So you can go shopping for your season. And I got the cutest email. I'm going to answer it today. But the lady said, you're always able to dress in summer clothes, summer colors. And I have trouble finding some. I have trouble finding colors in clothing for summer. Maybe I can find one thing, a season or something. I shop at thrift stores, a lot of thrift stores, because you get to take advantage. You can find class and consignment. Full disclosure, consignment stores too. But you can find multiple seasons in the classics. Season by season, I mean the 2020, 2019, 2018 years, I should say, in color. And then you can get a full wardrobe that matches your color wheel, and you don't have to wait 1,000 years from now to find good shades for you. Try it. It's awesome.
Not to mention, it is extremely sustainable. So, not only are
I agree.
all right.
Yeah,
the last thing we want to talk about is we're going to pull up that same slide we had, but we're going to add lipstick shades to it that we know will look fantastic on you. We get this question a lot. What lipstick shade should I wear? Because what we haven't mentioned yet is makeup also falls into harmonizing our entire look. So what I'm going to do, I see that logo in the top right and it is bothering me, so I'm going to remove it. But makeup also is a big part of making your entire look harmonize. So if you're somebody out there that has put on an orange lipstick before and you go, oh, this looks so bad on me, you're probably a cool season, because I love an orange lipstick, let me tell you. And I think it looks great on me. And then, of course, you're over there like, oh, heck no.
You're like, oh, orange.
Once again, we're trying to harmonize with your hair, your skin tone, your eye color. And this is how we can determine what colors are going to look good on you. And we're talking lipstick, we're talking blush, we're talking how to enhance your eye colors through eyeshadows. So makeup is another part of figuring out how to harmonize your look together and finding your right season to get you in the right lipstick shade, for instance. And when we talk about getting you in the right lipstick shade, not only do your lips look fuller, your teeth look whiter. So some people out there instantly say,
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. And when
no exaggeration.
I want to talk about orange lipstick one last time. I know you're over there cringing, but when I put on an orange-based red lipstick, my teeth look instantly whiter. But if I put on a berry, like a fire engine red, a very blue red, my teeth don't look as white. So color really does enhance things around your face, and it really makes features stand out, like your eye color. And I just wanted to make that point one more time, that makeup it falls within your season, and you can figure out what colors are going to look best on you.
And remember, she just said colors. Like, I was looking at this range here that we have up on the screen. We're not advocating that you have only one color and it's your color. No, not at all. It just like in the life outside of color analysis and being a devotee of knowing your color and your seasons, you have a full range of every single color that you can wear. The only difference is it's a little less saturated, or it's a little bolder, or it might be a little warmer, or it might be a little cooler. But you can wear a blue, you can wear a green, you can wear a pink. And I know that the common wisdom around the world is that autumns can't wear pinks. But you know what? Coral is a pink. It is a shade of red. So you can wear it all. the thing is understanding the nuances.
Hmm. And I just saw this comment from Kim, and she says, "I look very scary in orange." And I was
Thank
thinking,
you.
I was just thinking to myself, like, I wonder how much orange I have on my face right now. But I'm also wearing a, it's kind of like a burnt uh, orange color, I guess is the best way to say it. My blush is allspice, so I'm wearing an orange blush. I'm also wearing an orange-based lipstick today, and my eyeshadow, I'm wearing peach tart, which is another orange color. So my entire look, it might look natural on me, but that's because I'm a warm season. So orange enhances my features. But for you, if you were gonna wear orange,
It would be so funny. And in fact, maybe one day we'll do a video of us wearing the same makeup and so you can see, or maybe a photo, because if I were to take those colors and sit here right next to each other, with us sitting next to each other, I would look like a clown. Because on me, those colors sing, they scream. I'm orange. She's got a big orange lip on her face. And also to the sexy silvers out there, be careful about your blush. It doesn't matter where you fall, winter, spring, summer with your journey to gray. You got to be careful about wearing a muddy blush. And when I say muddy, I mean brownish, anything that's got kind of a brown undertone. What you want to do is search for a color with clarity. And it may look in the compact too for you. It might look, wow, that's bold. But once you get it on, if it's a quality blush, I mean, we go way above and beyond to make sure that our pigments are high quality and you can apply this blush and have transparency so it looks like your face. But what Sarah described as a blush, it's not going to work for the sexy silvers. You're not going to look as sexy.
no, but if you're a warm season out there, it's gonna work for you.
Oh,
But silvers out there, no, you're gonna want to stick to those blue-based undertone shades that are softer. Unless you're a winter gray, then you can go a little bit bolder. But yes, go soft if you're a gray out there.
mm-hmm.
And
And
then
we have some questions. Do you want to deal with the talking about the lipsticks first, or deal with the questions and then go back to the lipsticks? What's your pleasure?
let's grab some questions while they're fresh, and we know what's half the time we go back to answer
I
questions.
know,
I
and
don't
then
even know.
it's not like what?
Uh-huh. Let's see. So we got, I love the Flory Roberts Jazz Orange lipstick. I know, Robin, I love that shade too. It's, if you're a autumn out there, I absolutely love it. It's like this vibrant red orange shade. It's so beautiful, but it is out of stock right now. I'm so sorry, but it's gorgeous. Right now, I would recommend Chili, which is on my lips right now. It doesn't have that shimmer to it, but it is still really bold and beautiful. Let's grab. Um, Linda says, "I can't even picture you, Sarah, in a berry lip." Now, I will
Oh
tell
yeah,
you, my
I've seen.
berry lip walks into the room way before I do, and that's
Look at those lips.
yeah, it's like it. All it is when I walk into a room and I'm wearing like a deep berry is just like my lips. Like that's all you see. So it's definitely, it doesn't look that great on me, but from time to time I'll experiment and just
Yeah, she's got the vamp gene. Like somewhere, she's decided that sometimes she's gonna like rock it.
oh yeah, I've worn black lipstick before. I've done crazy things. So let me tell you. And we talk about, colors that were going to make you look great, but we're never saying you can't not wear your favorite color. Or if you're somebody who just loves the color black, feel free to wear it. It's not like we're saying you can't wear it ever again. Absolutely.
Yeah, Sarah's working on a nice little video for how to rock a little black dress in any season, and
Mm-hmm.
you guys are going to really enjoy that.
Yeah. So it's we don't want to ever say you can't wear something. You can wear whatever you want. Our purpose is to make you feel good and look confident, and that's what we love. But
I see a question that I'm going to pass over to you, Sarah.
Uh-huh.
And Linda's asking if autumns can wear frosted watermelon.
I think it's a little too cool. It tends to, once again, it tends to arrive in a room before you do. So if you want to just show off your best self, then I would stick to a bit more orange-based tone and something a little bit deeper.
And I will tell you, the reason it's called frosted watermelon is because it's got a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking about the lipstick, the frosted water. It has a little bit of a shift toward blue. It's not the same watermelon as the chip we showed you. Watermelon, it's kind of right there in the middle, but the frosted watermelon is just a little over the into the blue family.
Mm-hmm. Now, I got a really good question from Susie. She says, if you were an autumn who has gone grayish, do you still follow the autumn palette?
Yes, until your hair appears light. So remember the rules. If you're deep and if you're warm, you're an autumn. Now, as those white hairs come in, and remember the way you make a head of gray hair is one white hair at a time. In fact, we were Sarah was getting her hair cut once, and this was several years ago. And the stylist called me over and said, "Hey, Mom, take a look at this." And she held up a gray hair, and I think you were 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we all have them, let me tell you.
yeah, but the what's important is how much, what percentage of your head is white now versus auburn or your original hair color, because there's a point where you shift into a light hair color and your hair becomes grayish. And right now, Sarah will tell you, in my hair, she can find auburn hair in this, and you don't think it's there, but it is.
Yeah, those few strands that still got some melanin in it.
Yeah, and we'll be out in the sun and she'll start laughing and she'll be like, "Oh, look, you got auburn hair there."
Meanwhile, I'm over here with my random gray hairs too.
But there's a point where they converge, and you keep doing the color quiz, keep looking at yourself, and ask yourself, is my hair light? Is it above the medium range? Would you consider if somebody looking at me, if I were running away from the scene of a crime and the policeman said, "Well, is her hair light or is her hair dark?" What would the answer be? And when your hair is light, that's when you change, when your season shifts. Now, I do want to say something. There's a big controversy out there that when you are born, your hair color at birth is your season forever. We have stepped away from that thinking simply because nobody knows what color your hair was when you were born, and they're not seeing that. It's kind of a memory, but it's not your day-to-day reality. What people are seeing is the hair on your head, your skin, your eyes. So we say you look at your hair the way it is today, right now, and that's how you dress for that. Now, if you want to change your hair color back to the color it was when you were young, then, there you go. But if you've decided that you have a hair color that is no longer that, and it's working for you, then you have to do the color quiz or have a seasonal color analysis done so that you know what your season is, because it does change with your hair.
Yeah. All right. So we've gotten off topic a little bit, and I just want to run through these lipstick shades really quickly. That top shade, Plum Sorbet, is one of our best sellers. So if you are interested in getting a lipstick shade and you want to make sure that everyone else loves it, Plum Sorbet is a best seller.
Now, make no mistake. If you look at any of these shades and imagine the swatch moving all around, all of these shades will work for our sexy silvers. All of them. You could have a lipstick wardrobe that is every single one of these. because they all work. The reason I chose the shades that I did on top of certain shades is because the nuance of the group, probably the best, is the one I picked the best. But things change. Your shirt might be a different color. And with a different color shirt, you may choose a different color lipstick. But all things being equal, for the top more violet gray hair, I would like to see a little bit of violet in the lipstick. Just again, so you have the harmony. And so we chose the Plum Sorbet because there's a hint of violet. With the frosted watermelon, what I was looking for, because this shade is like a 50% gray. It's totally neutral. There's no color in it. Your power gray is completely neutral, no color in it. So I wanted to have something kind of neutral, like the watermelon, not real orange, not real pink, but bold. And that's why I thought, if I were this color hair, if I had this color hair and that was my power color, I would pick the frosted watermelon. Then moving on, this very cool kind of light gray, I felt it needed some blue, just a little bit of blue. So I went with the soft plum because it's cooler. And Sarah said to be careful of my microphone because I tend to move my hands down, and I just realized I'm directing the orchestra now.
Well, I will say earlier you had a makeup brush in your hand, and I was like, well, at least she's not grabbing the mic and like throwing it around. I was like, okay, makeup brush is better.
I'm sorry. This gesticulation thing, it's just a part of me, especially when I'm designing. And the other thing you'll see when you're working with me and I'm designing something with you is one eye closes. And I'm like looking at me like, So it starts to look a little crazy. But anyway, back to the topic. So I chose soft plum because it's our bluest lipstick in this array. And this is it's our bluest chip. It's bluer than the others. So I wanted that to be happening, that harmony. That is not to say that all of these are not interchangeable on silver hair. They are, and they're beautiful. But that's the one that I would pick if I could only take one. Then for this charcoal, this is a winter season, and nothing is. And so what you're looking for is a lot of what you can handle, what you can look fabulous in, is a lot of contrast. And so I gave you the boldest, most contrasty lipstick that is on the cool side, and that is the Red Carpet. And then for the hair color that's close to my hair color, I chose one of my favorite shades because it works for me. I'm wearing it. And that's the Dusty Rose. So for this hair color, it's very soft. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it looks a little bit like clouds. Am I being goofy there by saying that? It's very soft. And so I wanted a softer tone in the lipstick, not too blue, not too violet, not too red, soft-ish, pinkish. And that's how I picked.
Yeah, like right in the middle.
And please, you sexy silvers, just jump over to Color Me Beautiful and buy them all because you will look great in every single one of these.
Now, tough question for you. If somebody is salt and pepper, what season are they?
Winter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you have to figure out how much salt, how much pepper. If you close one eye and you blend them together, what's your best gray? And it may end up being this gray that we're showing here, the charcoal gray, because, think about it. You mix your salt and pepper together, it might be that color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I just had to make sure we all knew what salt and pepper is, because we get that question a lot, just because you do have a lot of salt and pepper. People have a lot lighter up top and deeper on the bottom. So we get that question asked a lot. Where do I fall? What color do I look at? But you are a winter if you're salt and pepper.
Speaking of questions, Kim is asking a question that I think is something everybody kind of struggles with. And she said that as she's getting older, she likes herself in black and more navy and dark brown. And does that mean that she's not a winner? No, not at all. What we would like to see of you is maybe a photo outside in natural light. And we can, if the color quiz doesn't just immediately speak to you and say, oh, yeah, that's me, send us an email. And we just set up a specific email address for the videos, for the show. Because when you guys asked us if you could send us where to send us stuff, in our company, in our work lives, we have about 5 different email addresses for a bunch of different things. And we're not consistent. So we set up an email address, SarahAndLucinda@gmail. And that will be just for you guys, just to answer your questions, to receive your photos. And we'll do our best to do good by you and how beautiful you are and let you know.
And I'm just going to repeat it one more time. Sarah, SARA, and AND Lucinda, LUCINDA @gmail.com. And then you get both of us.
And it's yours. It's yours. It's your hotline to us. It's like a bat phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a bat phone except for color.
Absolutely. So if you guys have any questions, feel free. Images really, really help us. Like you mentioned earlier, natural light. And what we mean, stand outside, go to the window. We want to see you in natural light. If you're in a room, we don't want to have any like wall colors reflecting off of you that could, or fluorescent.
Or a lamp on. If you have a lamp on, that'll turn you really orange, mostly because incandescent light tends to be a little on the gold side. But the sun is our friend.
Yes.
Oh, in this particular case, the sun is our friend, and it will give us kind of a true picture of your coloring. And then we can make some suggestions or answer your questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we were going to make this video short today. We were only going to go 30 minutes for this video, and we went a complete hour. I don't know how we managed to do it. Yeah, we were like, we're going to shorten these a little bit.
It's like we start talking. We started to have these because we shared wine on Wednesdays. And we invited all of you guys to share our Wine About It Wednesdays. And when we get talking, we just get talking.
Yeah. So
I'm zipping it right now.
Well, Wednesdays are Wine About It. So we hope that everyone, if you're new, come join us next Wednesday with your wine in hand. If you're returning, we hope you had a glass with us as well. And we don't talk too much about our wine. We just sit here and drink while we talk about color. But it's always a fun time. So we're always going to be here at noon Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays for Wine About It. And we hope to see you next week.
Bring your wine.
Yep. All right. Have a lovely day.